Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for always watching. I do appreciate your support. Today I am going to show you my results. We're going to check them together because I'm going to go to the online system while sharing my computer screen. As you all know, I did my animal license exam last Thursday. For those who don't know about the animal license, here is what you have to know. In the UK, if you're going to do any experiments with animals, you need an animal license. And that is the exam that I was studying for, and I finally did on Thursday. So the results are in, so let's go and check them. And at the end of this video, I will tell you some of the tips. If I can comment about the overall experience, the classes were intense. Yeah, we are studying from Monday to Wednesday for 3 days, starting from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And man, that was intense. Maybe I had not sat in one place for such a long time. That's why it was kind of intense on my side. But yeah, it was fine. And the slides were many, but that's okay. As long as you have the information, you can always go back to those slides. And yeah, make yourself remember things. Yeah, in any year you might be in while doing your PhD. So yeah, that's an advantage. I will just go to the exam. Generally, the first two parts were hard. Remember, we have 5 parts. There is ethics, and then legislation, then Pill A, Pill B, and then Pill C, right? Those are the 5 parts. So I think the first 2 parts were so hard for me, or the first 3 parts were so hard for me, and I'll tell you the reasons why. Let me first see what I got there. I will now be sharing my screen. New screen recording. Record the entire screen. Perfect. Record. Perfect. So what I will do first is to go to my university email, and then I check. So I just type in e-learning. That's the word I can remember in the email that has the link. Okay, so e-learning, and then I get this email from the guy who registered us. The password for assessment will be provided. Yeah, we shall talk about this in a different video. Your campus e-learning assessment account. Preferred use Chrome, purpose. Please log in here. So I just click this link. This link on my computer opens in Safari, but I don't want it to open in Safari. So what I do, I just copy and I paste it in Chrome. I don't like Safari for some reason. For Chrome. Yeah, so I'll just paste it here and go. Yeah. So here they say you are not logged in, so I will log in. Yeah. In the other email, you notice that we got a username. Yeah, it's here. Let me show you. Yeah, we got a username which is UOM something. Those numbers, I can't tell you those numbers, and you get this same temporary password. And the moment you log in here, they will ask you to change the password. I have already done that, so I'll just log in and continue. Password, my password is perfect, and it knackers. Yes, I'm here. And once you log in, for you to check your scores, there is a notification here. What is it? Anyway, I don't know what this is. You go to my learning, and then you go to, yeah, for those who do the exam, definitely you go to dashboard, and then you click learner. Then you will be checking every course you have to take. And yeah, for me, I just want to check my scores. So I'll go to my learning, then I go to record of learning, and oh, guys, oh my god, we have ah, I almost failed the exam. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Whoo. Yes. So let me just show you my results. So this is the first exam we did, which is ethics, and 3 hours. legislation, and then pill A, pill B, pill C. Look at the first exam. I got 70. You know what that means? Oh my God, you don't understand. Let me first tell you something. I almost failed this exam. Oh my God. You know why I said so? The pass mark is 70. Oh my God. Whatever was guiding me, whether the Holy Spirit or my ancestors, they did a good job. Oh God. 70. Nice kurugwanyu. Oh my God, I almost failed this part. This was going to be my first exam to be failed throughout university. I've never failed any exam. This would be the first one. Woo! Waliwo ekisa ekinondola kyerewuunya okuva mbuto bwange. Oh my God. E-learning legislation 80. Not so bad. I passed. That's what matters. Pill A 76. Even this one was hard. Pill B 94. Not so bad. Pill C 90. Yeah, bad but not so bad. Yeah, okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I remember this first exam was so hard. Ethics. You know why? They asked the names of people who published that various books about animal rights. Jeremy something. There were so many names. And then they asked about various percentages, about people's arguments in the UK. I mean, there is that slide that has about 5, kinds of percentages. Okay, 38% of these people say this. 35% of these people say this. In 2016, 70%. In 2018, 65%. In 2019, they have increased by 10%. I mean, I went through that slide, but I couldn't remember. I could have some numbers, but I couldn't remember which number matches to what. I mean, the moment you start asking me about names of people, the years, and percentages, and especially if there are so many, I easily get confused. I mean, if simple things like my age can confuse me, sometimes I'm 26, sometimes I'm 27. What about the names of people that I'm not even familiar with? Names, years, I'm so bad at years. That's why I can't do history. Years, percentages. Oh my God. Yeah, and I think when I did that exam, I knew that this exam is not going to go well. But I'm sure I can get above a 70. But I got 70. This is not funny. Okay. Yes. So, we didn't do bad, and I mean, we should congratulate ourselves. It's okay. It was about passing. And we passed. I'm so proud. I don't have to do that again. But I'm thinking how. I mean, we took the classes from 16th to 18th, 3 days, right? I did my exam on 9th of February. I started studying for the exam from 30th of January to 9th of February, and I still got a 70 in this first segment. I wasn't sick. I was eating properly. I was drinking properly. I was happy. Oh, I had some mood swings in between, so I didn't study that much. Everything was fine. My body was fine, but I still got a 70. Wow. If I was sick, I would fail this exam. I mean, I had almost 2 weeks to study for this exam. There are some students who did the exam on Thursday. I mean, after studying for those 3 days, they did the exam on Thursday and they passed it. What about me who had over 2 weeks and I still got a 70? Some people are like, you are Annette, you can pass exams. Oh my goodness, you work so hard. I have a 70. But anyways, this exam was so hard. And I think I also listened to some of my friends, my friends, my lab mates, they told me, Dad, it's so easy. Come on. It's common sense. And I was like, okay, if it's common sense, yeah. Yeah, I cannot do this because of this. Yeah, let me use my common sense. Sometimes when you listen to people, you can get a 70. I listened to all my friends. I believed them actually. And I tried to not master those percentages, not those names of people, who published uh, books and, introduced some terms regarding animal rights. I didn't focus so much there. But I mean, when the slides were so many, by the time you finish the content on day 3, you have already forgotten the content on day 1. So my advice is, if it's possible, give yourself some time to go through the material before you do the exam. Especially if you are a mediocre or slow learner like me. If you rush to do the exam on Thursday when you know that you're not really good at mastering things at a very high rate, you might end up failing the exam. And if you fail those exams, your supervisor will have to pay again. So be careful on that. You can easily fail it. Yes, people will say it's common sense, but come on. You don't need common sense to remember names of people. You must master them. And however easy the exam might be, if you don't prepare enough, you can easily fail any exam. I was going to fail the exam for the first time throughout my university life. Yes, I have failed exams before in primary and secondary, but not in the university. So this was going to be my first exam to be failed. And then when you're doing this exam, you can see the percentages you get whenever you finish any module. I would advise you to check the percentages when you are done with all the assessments, because you're going to do 5 assessments at once, non-stop. We started the exam at around 2:20 to 30 p.m. And then I finished at 5. By the way, can you imagine? I was the last person to finish the exam, because when I went back to the Zoom call or meeting, there were only 2 people, me and the invigilator, right? That means that I was the last person to finish the exam, and I got a 70. Like, what was I doing? I have no idea. But anyways, that's life. Yeah, that's life. Yeah, what was I saying? Yes. Don't check the percentages. Why is this important? Because if you see that, okay, I've done ethics and 3 hours and I got 70, I would be discouraged. I would lose energy to do other, assessments. They are still 4, right? So I didn't know that you can see your percentages once you submit. I didn't know. It's my friend Ivy, my lab mate, who told me so. I think it would be good to just, avoid that panic and just, those things, and just because the score can affect how you think. It can make you more nervous and, forget what you have studied. So just entirely focus on that exam and, just try your best. Try to think. Yeah, try to think. And when you're doing this exam, use your time well, because whether you're done or not, if you always have the timer up there, but if it's done, it will just give you only one option: finish the attempt and submit. So and there is no negative marking, so try to make sure that you finish all the numbers. I have a feeling there are numbers I didn't do on this first exam, ethics and 3 hours, because for these last 4 assessments, at the end they could bring me a list of all the questions and then save like a word said answers saved for all the numbers. But for the first assessment, they didn't bring that. And I think probably there are some numbers I missed. Whatever it is, do your best. Don't play with this exam. It's very, very important. You don't have the license, you won't do any experiments. And remember, 3 years or 4 years is nothing. My PhD is 4 years, but time goes by so fast. And remember that the earlier you get your license, the earlier you can start, doing your experiments, and the earlier you can start, planning more about what you're gonna do, and all those things, because it's always better to do things when you are still, happy, so motivated, and all those things, because time comes when you are like, oh, it's really huge. So try to be so much in your experiment in those first months. Okay, thank you so much, guys. I'm happy I passed the exam. After all, I had not done any exam for about 1.5 years. I'll come back here in a separate video. I hope I can get some of my, batchmates to not contribute to this video, telling us how the exam was, how they could better revise for it. Let me do my best. Let me see if I can get some people. Yeah, because it's better to get various, people talking about, how their experiences were. Yeah, thank you so much. Bye. Take care. Don't forget to share and subscribe.